Why do you want to get good grades in school?
I want to get into a good college. So that I can go to college. So I can go to my dream college.
So I can get into a good college.
To get into a good college.
In order to get into a good college, I have to get amazing, awesome grades.
So I can get into my dream college.
So I can go to a good college.
To go to a great college.
So I can go to a great college.
So that I can go to college and get a job.
So I can go to a good college.
So I can go to a good college.
Students these days stress about their grades in school just so that they could go to a good or top-ranked college. But how much does this really affect their future? Does going to an Ivy League school really matter? The competition in high schools across America is focused mainly upon a students' grades and whether or not they will allow them to get into a good college. Every day, millions of students stress about their test grades and getting into the college of their choice.
I'm going to the University of Notre Dame.
Cornell University.
I do believe that will help me a lot in my career and it'll give me more options and more opportunities, but I do believe that if you don't go to a top-tier school, you can still be successful.
Yeah, I think that alumni from Ivy Leagues have a much better chance of getting jobs right after college, and people appreciate that they work so hard in the Ivy League, so they definitely have a higher chance of getting a better job.
Yes, more sophomore year for me because the recruiting process is different, but like also junior year, I stressed about grades so much. I always was stressed. I needed to still get the good grades and be busy with lacrosse.
Yeah, junior year I stressed out a lot because we had the SATs and we had to also do all the AP classes. So that was a stressful year, and then this year I kind of relaxed.
I think it was good stress and then sometimes it was bad stress. So I think a lot of the stress could be gone away and everything would have worked out still.
Do you think that students stress out over grades because of college?
I do see many students stress out over grades because of college. I see some that stress out too much, and I also see those that don't stress out enough and maybe aren't doing everything they should be doing to put themselves in the best position to apply to college.
Are grades the only thing colleges look for in a student?
No, certainly not. Grades are probably the most important thing that a college is looking for, but they also look to see what kind of activities a student has done, community service, test scores. A lot of colleges give students the opportunity to interview, to get more of a personal experience as well.
I think that going to an Ivy League is all that it was made out to be.
I think there are incredible experiences at Ivy League schools, but I think there's also really great experiences at many of the colleges across the country. It's really what you make of it. You can go, if you have your heart set on a school and you get disappointed, look to see what other options are out there, and I'm sure the students will find something that they'll be just as happy.
Did you go to an Ivy League?
I did not go to an Ivy League school.
No, I did not go to Ivy League college. I went to Stony Brook.
I think that an Ivy college would have impacted your career at all, like made it better?
No, I really don't think so. I think I had great opportunities when I was in college that I pursued, and I think I would have had great opportunities probably wherever I decided to go to school.
I do not. I studied education and I studied psychology, so I feel that in the field of education and possibly being a teacher, I don't think Ivy League is necessarily the right way to go.
This chart from the Wall Street Journal shows that Ivy League schools do not even have the highest starting median salary of alumni from schools all across America.
Because, I mean, it is about the name kind of, but it's also about that I wanted to work hard and I wanted to get a good job, and I'm going to do that there, so.
In an article from Teen Vogue, Rachel, a 15-year-old from New York City, says that when she was in 6th grade, someone in her class started crying because she got a B on a test. She was upset that she wouldn't get into her dream college. She thinks that you need to plan your classes and extracurriculars, get an SAT or ACT tutor, and do community service since it looks good for colleges. She says that people have their life set out with a certain school in mind, and they'll make an effort to rack up the titles like president of this, treasurer of that, manager of this other thing, but they spread themselves too thin. This Ivy or bust mentality affects students all across America, and it's quite an epidemic. Students do not need to be worrying about paying such high amounts of money just to go to a school with a good name. They can get an equally as good of an education at a different school than one they would get at an Ivy League, if not better.